first guest tonight is an Academy Award and an Oscar winner. You can see her now sandwiched between John C. Reilly and Jonah Hill in the new movie Cyrus. Please say hello to Marisa Tomei. You look fantastic.
Thanks.
Well, you don't feel like you do?
I don't feel my best right now.
Well, you look pretty good to me, I'll tell you that. You know what? I was talking to Chris Rock about the 4th of July in Brooklyn. I know you grew up in Brooklyn, not far from where I grew up. True. People were asking me afterwards if we were kidding about it, but it's crazy, right?
No, it's insane. It's insane. It's apocalyptic.
Is it? Do you think now it's? When I remember being a kid, I think it must have been worse when I was a kid than it is now.
Yeah. Well, I haven't been back on 4th of July in a number of years to really know. But I mean, I would just get in the car to kind of joyride through the streets to see what kind of mayhem people were up to, and just like bonfire, turn a corner, and just like huge bonfires in the middle of the street.
You're
like,
just burning things.
Boys with their shirts off running around being like really wild.
And when you're in the car,
it's kind of scary.
You're not really like, you're driving, you're trying to get real, but they just see you as like if it was an arcade, you'd be a duck just floating by to be shot at. The Roman candles.
They're involved enough in their insanity that we could be kind of like jungle habitat, like, oh, look at the insanity outside.
It's like a wild animal safari.
Yeah.
Only more dangerous. It really was. And you get like inventive, like we had some kids on the block who would make their own fireworks using like duct tape, like you like duct tape like 300 Roman candlesticks together.
So you were the guys I was watching when I was...
I really wasn't, because I wasn't allowed, my mother did not allow me to have any fireworks. So I would just kind of stand back, and like sometimes they'd say, hey, help break firecrackers to pour gunpowder in this bomb we're making. And so I would, sit there and do it, and I, pretend to be cool. But did your mom let you? You have a brother.
No, I have a brother, but I would always worry that he was going to get into trouble. And
but he
something
didn't?
would happen. No, he was fine.
Were you guys both good kids?
Yeah.
If you survived the 4th of July, what would your family do for the summer in Brooklyn?
Once we survived the Brooklyn mayhem, then we would go upstate, and we had a little place from when I was a little kid, this little colony upstate.
You had a colony?
Well, we didn't have a colony. We were part of the colony.
Oh,
a little
really?
community, like kind of like a commune, but not quite.
Really?
Yeah, it was kind of. You're looking at me like, window into.
I don't know if
Marisa.
this involves some sort of strange religious cult, but no, your family, they're Italians, right? They don't get involved in that kind of thing.
No.
Really? Maybe they do. All right. Well, what would go on in the colony?
Well, no, let's just stick with the idyllic part.
Okay, all right. Really?
There was a little barn.
Now I'm dying to know what went on in the colony. All right, we'll start with the barn.
There was a little red barn in the middle of these 17 acres, and there were all these little houses on it. So it was small, but we all knew each other. It was very, very idyllic. Like, not lock your doors, walk around as a little kid. You'd have lunch at anyone's house, and or people would bring lunch to the beach, and it wasn't necessarily your mom who was feeding you. It was really, really, really sweet. And we had that barn, and everyone would put on shows in the summertime. So that's how I kind of started.
Oh,
so
really?
I had like the from Brooklyn, and then just the